All right, guys. All right. Let's get this air sign situation taken care of. Air signs, come on in. That is my Geminis, Libras, and Aquariuses. The air signs, the airy people in the zodiac. The airy. They mind be somewhere else. Is what that really means. So let's get into it this week for all of the air signs. Let's see what's waiting for you guys. If you need a natal chart reading, if you have your natal chart, you can always pull it out alongside my readings and insert where you need to insert the wisdom map. So this is for the air signs. If you have air sign as your sun, air in your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, your Mercury, your Mars, you can apply this to wherever those might be placed at. If you need some help understanding those type of things, you can always book me. Book me. Just go to the Tea and Tarot Lounge, which is my business page, and use the calendar to make an appointment. And I'll confirm with you, and we take care of all the other logistics, on our own little timing. Okay? But the calendar is there, guys. Use the calendar. Use the calendar, please. Use the calendar. Okay, air signs. All right, here we go. What is the energy that you can expect this week? What to avoid, and how to harness the energy so you can use it for your highest good. All right, the first card that came up is the Knight. This is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles reversed on top of that. So this is a lot of energy because this page, he's young. The page is young. He has a lot of energy. He's up and down. He's all over the place. Not as bad as the Page of Swords, who doesn't like to listen, which is like the native air for the air sign. Don't like to listen too much. This one don't like to do too much. Whoa! This is that student that teaches the class, but he don't know what he's doing. That's what this energy is. Maybe also reluctant to learn something new. Even though this is a lot of energy, and this is very much the energy of someone who wants to enhance themselves, they want to better themselves, they want to do things better. They may be going for their credentials in a particular subject area, and they may feel like they already, hey, look, I've been doing this, I have experience, I don't really need you to teach me, I'm just here for the paperwork. Slow down, Speedy Gonzalez. Slow down. This is you. You actually need to learn. Open up and be receptive to learning. Take some of that high-winded energy and pump your brakes just for a little while. And when you get to a certain point, you'll be able to unleash and show everybody. But for right now, for this week, just know that you are feeling a little antsy, you're a little bit overzealous, and you need to pump your brakes. Okay? Also for the air signs, what you need to avoid is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune having an influence over whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're working on, whatever direction your life is taking. This is not saying to not let nature take its course. This is not saying that you can't do anything about the good that might be trying to happen, because this is an upright card, so things are pretty positive when the cards are upright. But what this is saying is over your own destiny. Have control over where your life is going. You absolutely have say, you absolutely have authority, and you can postpone certain things. You can pump your brakes for a hot minute. You can, say this is good, what's getting ready to happen, but let me pause, let me slow myself down a little bit so I can allow other things happen. For some of you, those other things happening might be, let me pause the good thing happening so I could come out of this bad relationship. Because what is this? What is this? This is not, this is discord. This is disharmony. This is lack of cooperation. This is lack of teamwork. This is, I don't love you anymore. I want to argue. I want to be a jerk. I'm being that. I'm not being fair. I'm not being kind. I'm not being loving. You want to, this energy right here, sometimes we feel like this, right? Because the situation calls for us to feel like this. Impossible. Come out of whatever it is. Go ahead and make your moves. You know what I'm, air signs, something going with this lack of cooperation that everything's supposed to be along with, and that could be why the page is upside down. There might be a situation unfolding for some of you that on one hand it seems like it's the right thing to do, it seems like it's a good thing to do, but on the other hand it is horrible, it's a bad idea, and you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. You don't want to be involved no more. You don't want to be indulged no more. Okay, there's a lot of energy behind these two negative cards. So it definitely has to be a sense of control over yourself, a sense of mastery over yourself, so that as an individual that is having the experience, what is the appropriate move to make? Not going along with this whole thing that already has me not feeling good, already has me going against myself, going against my better judgment. Maybe it's a situation that's been ongoing. It's been going on for a little while. And the situation, right, wants to continue. The situation wants to continue very reluctantly. It wants to continue to grow. It wants to gain momentum so it can continue going in the wrong direction. Yeah. Can't let that happen, okay, air signs? You cannot let that happen. You want to be the one who's in control of your own destiny. So you want to avoid doing things and then just sitting back and letting nature just letting life happen to you. You don't want to do that this week. All right? This week you don't want to do that. So now let's move along to, let's go for Aquarius. I'll start at Aquarius. Hey, Jennifer. Katsuri Kalita. Hi, how you doing? Want to know about relationship career? Hit the Cash App for me, baby. I'm in the middle of doing my weekly reads. Hit the Cash App and I got you, okay? So let's see. This is for my Aquariuses. Let me do Gemini first. Something said Gemini. So I'm going to go Gemini first, okay? Let's go Gemini. Mind you, if you have any of these cards in like your any of these signs rather, in your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, your Mercury, your Mars, which I like to go into and talk about because those are the energies that we communicate with when we interact in public, when we're with each other, and when we're alone with ourselves. We are communicating, we are always moving and emanating these energies onto each other and onto the planet and onto ourselves. So that's how come I do those 6 placements. The energy to expect. It might get wild this week, guys. Aquariuses, it might get wild for you. You might have something going on that is definitely going to test your skills, that is definitely going to test your self-control, that is going to test how much you want or don't want a particular thing. You see this card right here? This is the Strength card. Animal, he's subduing the animal. All of his eyes are wide open. He's well aware of what's going on. He's aware of the wild side he has. He's aware of this animal part of himself, right? But when the card is upside down, all the awareness in the world don't stop the animal from being in control. That's the unfortunate part about it. Like, we have to be strong. You got to be strong, Aquarius is. You got to be strong. Whatever's going on with you guys this week, stand firm. Know yourself. Know yourself. Don't kid yourself. Don't play yourself. Know yourself so you can do what you got to do this week when this situation comes up. When this situation occurs, whether it's an argument, problem with the bank, the contractors aren't coming through. It could be anything that just tip you to the edge, make you want to get angry and act on it, make you want to be upset and say things that might be hurtful. Maybe even it's not a negative thing per se. It could be you got some time to spare, and it's this person that you've been checking for. You got a little time, but you don't need to be involved with that right now, because that could be a distraction for you as far as your bigger picture. So the self-control part, you definitely want to have that down pat. Then what you want to avoid, this is for Gemini. This is the 9 of Wands, but it came up reversed. I'm just showing it to you the way it looks proper before I flip it, because it came out like this, which is wearisome. It's just tiredness. Somebody's over it. Somebody's over it. Somebody doesn't want to be bothered with certain things anymore. Somebody just rather not. Somebody would really just rather do something else. Avoid this feeling right here. If you have to, reposition yourself, reposition the way you think about a situation in order to complete the task, in order to complete the goal, do so. Do so. Do so. Because sometimes we got things going on, we have things to do. We don't want to do them. We don't feel like doing it. We don't got the strength to do it. We don't even know where to find the strength to do it, because we tired already. We tired. We aggravated. We're aggravated. It may seem like the situation is not giving what it's supposed to be giving. That also can cause people to wear themselves out when they're giving to situations that aren't necessarily given to them back. But this is what you want to avoid: a weariness, a giving upness. This does not mean for you to stay in situations that are not good for you, that are not healthy for you, that are not balanced. That's not what this is saying. It's saying you're going to have to hold yourself down. Yeah, you got to hold yourself down. Maybe you still want things a certain way, but you can't have it that way where you're at. So you got to keep the faith, hold on to your dream, hold on to your ambition, hold on to your goals, hold on to the things that you're after, but relent wasting your energy in areas and spaces where you're not going to accomplish that thing that you after. That's what makes us tired in the first place. I'm speaking truth right now from experience. That's what wears us down. Being in places, doing things that just don't go along with the bigger picture. All right. So don't lose hope on what it is you want to do. See the wand, see the action. Don't lose hope on taking action. Just reassess yourself. That's exactly what the next card is suggesting also. Reassess yourself. The 8 of Swords, Aquarius. You may feel like you're back up against the wall. You may feel like things are not going your way. You may feel like you're trapped, like this situation is a little hopeless. The hopelessness or whatever's going on this week is going to make you feel like you just, you're not your best self. It's not good. It's okay. You can always reposition yourself, see the situation different from a different point of view. When you do that, you give yourself options. You can move around a little better. You won't feel like someone's tying your hands and feet. You won't feel like there's a monster on the other side of the pit that you can't get away from. You'll be like, what? I'm innovative. My mind is in the sky. I'm gonna see right over this thing, and I'm gonna make my move, and I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna make whatever it is I need to happen. That's what you guys do anyway. All right. That was Gemini. Now for Aquarius. Now for Aquarius. 1 second. Oh, by the way, I definitely would love it if you guys liked, shared my content, and send stars to my page. I have 2 pages, so you got options of which page you want to send the stars to. You want to send it to Sophia Ife? You absolutely can. You want to send it to the Tea and Tarot Lounge? You absolutely can do that too. And if you want to make an appointment to have a further reading, you can. Don't inbox me, because sometimes those get a little tricky. Use the calendar. Okay? Use the calendar, guys. Let's conserve each other and use the calendar. All right? So here we go, Aquarius. Here we go. Oh, shuffle that again. I ain't like that. That was a little crazy. Shuffle some more, and if you come back up again, then it is what it is. But we're gonna shuffle again. So here we go. Here we go. Aquarius is you have some hermetic things going on with you this week. You guys are feeling like hermits. Expect for this energy to come up. You may feel like you don't want to be bothered with people. You don't want to be bothered with too many people. You want to pretty much stay to yourself. Be wary of this energy, though. Be wary of this energy, right? That it doesn't make you or cause you to form shallow connections to people. You want to watch out for being shallow and transactional while in this hermit mode. You don't want to form shallow, substanceless attachments because you met this person while you was feeling a certain type of way on a certain type of day. And then you hold on to these relationships, these friendships that are fruitless. You don't want to do that. Not just Aquarius, for anybody. You don't want to do that. What to avoid? This is a very interesting thing right here, because this card also represents Aquarian energy. This represents Aquarian energy. So what I'm gathering from needing an Aquarius, needing to avoid Aquarian energy, right? And then we have this, which is the Hermit reverse. This energy is to be expected this week. You guys are going to be facing with certain types of situations and circumstances that will kind of force you to be in your head. You'd rather be alone with your thoughts. You're trying to sort the situation out. You want to solve the situation, and that requires critical thinking, right? But you may want to avoid being in your head too much, guys. You may want to avoid being still, being in the middle of a thing, and just being in your mind while life is happening around you. You need to get in your bodies this week. This week, Aquarius, get in your body. Get in your body and make the move. Don't isolate. Now, how you're going to harness that? You got to be clever. You got to be clever. Some of you have people around you who are telling you some bad things. It's not good counseling. You know, they may be telling you things that make you feel like you can't accomplish what it is you're trying to accomplish. It may be circumstances that are constantly coming up, like one after the other, roadblock after roadblock after roadblock, and it's looking like the prognosis is in the negative. Don't let it happen. You can speak life to yourself. You can speak life to your situation. You can speak your situation. You Aquariuses are people whose mind thinks in ways that most people, they can't relate with it. They don't understand that it's too far out. Like it's too far-fetched, they can't grasp it. That's okay. That's your advantage over everything else, Aquarius, is that you think about 50 years ahead of most people. So all you gotta do is go 25 years ahead, maybe. Make a move, because whatever move you do make, it's going to be a good one, as long as it's based in love and you're telling yourself positive things. Because this card right here is the card of bad counsel, self-sabotage. You don't want to be self-sabotaging this week. Remember who you are. Remember your abilities. Remember your abilities and get in your body and pull it off. Get in your body and pull those things off. Do what it is that you are designed to do, which is really the impossible. That's what Aquarius was put here for. To take things that are impossible and show them, show us, show everybody else that it's absolutely possible. All right. So now for the Libras, my Libran. Ho, ho, ho. That was a fast moving relationship. Card came up again. What's going on, Libras? Y'all in love? Y'all in love and don't know it? Or y'all hiding it and fighting it? Let's see. Okay, what can we expect this week? What kind of energy to look forward to and expect for the Libras? What to avoid and how to harness it with energy? Can they tap in on to harness this week's energy to their highest good? Let's see. So this week, the first card that came up is the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords reversed. You guys are going through, some of you are going through a very hard and emotionally painful situation. This is something that's hard on you guys. It's hard on your mind. Look at all the swords in this creature's back. This is a very ferocious creature. This is a beast. And they trying to kill it. They trying to take it down. They're trying to take him down. Why? Why? Who knows? But somebody's trying to take it down. And guess what? This is a transitional card. So whatever this is, it goes down. It stops. Whatever this beast represents, whether it's a relationship, a business, a contract, a friendship, whatever it is, something is going to come to a cease and desist this week. Something is going to stop happening this week. And you're not going to feel all that good about it, but you're going to feel relieved about it. There's going to be some relief to it because this is a 10 card. 10 cards are transitional. This is a transitional card. So that means when this thing is over, it's making space for something else to start, and something actually is going to start. Something new is going to is going to fill up that space. Okay, something new is going to fill up that space. What you want to avoid this week is the devil in you. Woo! Sometimes, right? We got urges, we got things, we got vices that we don't share with other people. But we know what they are, but we let these things control our life. Some people are slaves to their flesh, like they have to have sex with somebody. They gotta have somebody on their body. They got to. They got to. Right sitting in their loins and their groins is a whole villain in there. It's a whole mass maniac in there, like feed me or I'm gonna devour you from the inside out. So they just be walking around holding themselves, looking for what they call love, if that's what they gotta call it to get, to get some around here. They're gonna lie. They're gonna do a lot of different things to keep certain things going. Not this week. Not this week, Libra. You got to be stronger than your lower self. You got to be stronger than your vices. You got to be stronger than your urges this week, okay? You guys had a decision to make. You have a decision to make, or some of you already came to your conclusion. You need to stay strong. You need to stay strong in order to carry out your mission. If you want this transition, I feel like with this right here is talking to people who are in unhealthy relationships that ended a long time ago, and you guys are still there. You're still there in the relationship, carrying on as if it's still valid. Get that mess out your life. Move on. Let it go. Let it go so you can go through your transition, so you can have what it is you really deserve for your life. You know, you can't get the transition. You can't get the transition if you still feeding the monster. If you don't run the monster off, if you don't kill it dead, if you don't make it sure, kill it dead, kill it all the way down. You keep feeding the monster, of course you're gonna be enslaved to it. You're gonna be trapped to it. You're scared because the monster yells and screams, it's ugly. It takes you in places, it makes you probably do things you don't want to do, but you gotta fight for you guys. You gotta fight for you. You gotta fight for yourselves. You gotta fight for yourselves to be released from whatever this is that you said you don't want to do it no more. You're not interested in that no more. You're going in another direction. Your mind is made up for real, for real. Nature is going to present itself with an opportunity for you. Take it. Take the opportunity and get the hell out of Dodge. Get out of there. Get out of there. Do not serve your lower self this week, okay, Libras? Do not serve your lower self. Take the opportunity, no matter how strenuous or strained it might look. You take that opportunity and you do the very best you can with it to stick to your decision that you made, that the conclusion you came up with. You go ahead and let that sleeping dog lie. Yup. That's what we're doing. Okay. So that's the reading for the air signs. I will see you guys in a few minutes with the fire signs. Okay. Later.